Welcome back to Las Vegas. Halftime entertainment here by some of the kids. One of them, Parker Bone's son, Brandon, entertaining the crowd as if the crowd needed to be jacked up anymore. Take a look at our updated bracket. Parker Bone moving through Dan McClellan and Rhino Page now into match number 3 against the number 2 seed, Sean Rash, the current PBA Player of the Year. So Parker looking for his second ever major title. He has 32 PBA titles overall, 49 years old. And he opens up with a strike. Now Sean Rash from Montgomery, Illinois. 5 PBA Tour titles. Already has 2 majors, USBC Masters and Tournament of Champions.
Reigning Player of the Year right here. Let's see what kind of ball reaction the right-handers have.
Two pin. So Rash has had poor showings on TV once in a while here at the World Series of Bowling. The last time we saw Sean Rash was several weeks ago here at the Geico World Series of Bowling. Rash matched up against another Player of the Year, Mika Koivuniemi, in the semifinal of the Viper Championship. Rash, in a lackluster performance against Koivuniemi, would only strike twice the entire match and eventually lose by 78 pins, 258 to 180. Rash now on the left lane. 10 pin.
He just needs to find a way to stay within himself. He's a hyperactive young man who gets a little too amped at times and gets too fast and gets way ahead of himself.
Rears back, fires at the 10 pin. A little aggression in that ball. And now, how quickly does that get into his head, Randy?
Well, I think that if his focus is in the right place, if he's focusing on the right things, and his mind is and his head are in the right place, then it's not a factor.
Nice ball from Parker Bone, the third, with the double, up by 11.
Parker looks like he wants to bowl for another major title.
Would I love to win a major? Absolutely. I've only got one to my credit, unfortunately, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've got 8 seconds in majors. And it's kind of a bittersweet, ending. There's still a good payday at the end of the tournament, but it's still really nice when you can say, I'm the champion.
Turkey for Parker Bone, the third.
Come on, buddy.
What a start.
It's a crazy game, isn't it? The last game, Parker couldn't strike at all. In fact, he only had 4 strikes, and his first one didn't come until the 6th frame. Now he starts this game with a front 3.
And that puts him up 21 points over Rash. And here is Sean's arsenal.
Throwing an aura. It's a hard word for me to say. How do you say that word?
Aura.
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? Kind of.
There's the Sean Rash we've come to know and respect. The Earl Anthony Trophy on the left there, named after 6-time winner of this event.
Trying to go pretty straight. right around the 8-9 board.
Well, Rash, the first to tell you that he is an emotional player, but he refuses to apologize for it.
Emotions are good, you know, nerves are good, and trying to stay emotionally correct, so to say, is it's tough because there's pressure of winning, there's pressure of the financial situations, the things that are possible in the future. Of you know, end of the day, you know, it's just who I am, and I wear the emotions on my sleeve.
And that is a double for Rash. That's Sean's dad, Gene, on the left in the blue shirt, and Sean's wife, Sarah, on the right, cheering him on. Parker Bone the third. Up by 11, looking for his 33rd PBA title in his 28th PBA season. A four-bagger for Parker Bone. I respect the spelling of that term.
Hit him thin and watch him spin. Parker's perfect through 4 now.
He has thrown the most perfect games in PBA history, 88. Perfect through 5.
Parker means business. Just another great shot. He overcame an ugly second game against Rhino Page. He's made the adjustment. Rhino's no longer a factor. He only has to deal with himself now, and he's got the whole left side of the lane to himself.
Parker wants Belmo. Rash wants Belmo. Can Rash pull it out? That's a good start on the right side.
One more, he cuts the deficit to 11. He knows that he has to start stringing strikes here to keep Parker from running away from him.
Rash knows he has it in him. That's the way to do it, says his wife, Sarah. So Rash only down by 11 through the top of the 6th, but Parker Bone is perfect so far in the first major of the season, the PBA World Championship. Welcome back. That's where we stand. Parker Bone still perfect as he steps forward for his 6th frame. Sean Rash coming to life with a 4-bagger now through 6. Up by 11 now. 49-year-old from New Jersey. Still perfect! The man with perfect form chasing another perfect game on television, which leads us to today's Cold Truth, brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold. Of the 22 players who have rolled televised 300 games, 3 are on today's telecast: Bone, Page, and Belmonte.
Parker's actually using the same bowling ball, but drilled 2 different ways. So he's using a pin down on the right lane. He's using a pin up on the left lane. Pin down to get it to start rolling a little bit sooner. You can see the gold riser pin right there, but it's a mean streak on both lanes. 2 different drillings.
Oh, a sweet 7 in a row. Who will deny him?
Yeah, you tried to jinx him, Lon, but not to be. He caves in the 4-7. Watch this ball. Jerks here right at the end. Goes right through the face. That's some sick pin action. Look at
that. Hey, yeah, I had it all the way. action and on that pin deck is amazing from both players.
Nice trip 9 there to keep a streak alive. Sean Rash's mindset right now is, I can't miss. I have to continue to strike to have any chance. In my opinion, he needs to strike out.
Wheel.
Oh, and a killer ball. And Rash full well knows the consequences of that.
Come on. Are you kidding me? God, that was so good off my hand.
Well, he likes this shot, but unfortunately this ball never picks up going down the lane and comes in light, leaving the light shaker 8-10.
So Rash, after a beautiful string of strikes, opens up, finds himself down by 35 pins. The last man to throw a 300 game in a major championship, none other than Parker Bone III. So here he is, nearly 15 years later, trying to do it again. Can he stay perfect? Parker Bone III, 7 in a row. Now a 9 count.
Well, I know he's disappointed that he didn't strike out and shoot 300. He's done it before, but he's going to move on and bowl Jason Belmonte for the first major title of the season.
Parker Bone III's 3 of his kids are here, 3 of the 5, along with his wife Leslie. Parker Bone III, very disappointed he couldn't keep front 7 going. Rash with an open in the 8th. Now trying to put the finishing touches on. He's back. Championship match. Parker Bone's future, it looks like, to meet Jason Belmonte for this major. Nice ball from Sean Rash. But it is too late for the current player of the year. Strike in the 10th to double.
Two years in a row of Sean Rash not winning at the World Series of Bowling. He's got to be pretty disappointed with that, especially after last season, the way he dominated here.
What else can go wrong for Sean Rash?
Well, he bowled a better game. That one shot where he left the 8-10 split is really the difference in this match. If he strikes there, he shoots 260 this game. Parker's got the front 7, or he starts with the front 7, and then he goes 9 spare strike. I mean, that's tough to beat.
There is the #1 seed waiting in the wings. Jason Belmonte. He'll soon meet this left-hander, Parker Bone III. So it is official, and those kids will stick around to see a finale, and maybe their dad will bring home another title. It's Parker Bone III against Jason Belmonte when we come back.